At the beginning of training camp, I think a lot of us would agree we knew who were going to be the big-time playmakers for the New England Patriots. But there's been two people, as of right now, that have surprised. Secret weapon? I'd say so. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. On the daily Patriots content, don't miss out. All you got to do is subscribe, notification bell, boom. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Patriots 8-2 short week going into the Jets game Thursday night. This episode, what we're going to be talking about, two players that have a ton of potential for the Patriots moving forward, and they're going to be a massive headache for teams moving forward. As well, we are going to talk a little Jets football, which is not much to talk about, but we're going to talk about it, and it's good news for the Patriots. So stay tuned for that at the end of the episode. First and foremost, secret weapon for the New England Patriots, two that we're going to be talking about specifically today, but first being Mr. Tonga, the man. First and foremost, I want to say, signing him on a 1-year, $2.1 million contract, an absolute steal. Again, we will continue to preach for the New England Patriots that this offseason, they found some absolute stars and got them for good deals. And when I say that, what I'm saying is some people that I think you look at them and at first glance, you're like, we'll see. But you look at someone like Tonga, you look at someone like Bradbury, bringing in these guys on contracts that aren't just jaw-dropping. They're just kind of like, Now, granted, any of us would take 1 year, $2.1 million. But in terms of NFL contracts, it's next to nothing. So Tonga, a huge pickup for the Patriots. And not only on the defensive line, where he's been doing great on that interior defensive line, but also when it comes to the run game. Case in point, at the end of the game, they ran a beautiful out of I formation toss to the field, the strong side of the field, and Tonga literally blocked how many different people, sealing the edge for TreVeyon Henderson, only to run 69 yards, point at the sideline to see if he should go down or not, because he's just so freaking fast, and ends up scoring, which was hilarious. But that being said, moving forward, picture this: Ramondre Stevenson comes back, more of a physical runner than TreVeyon Henderson. And having someone like Tonga leading the way for him. And they had him in a lot of different, they had him at H-back. They had him come in motion. Now, granted, there was a couple times that I think the blocking overall in the offensive line wasn't great, but you have to concede that the Buccaneers defense is solid, one of the best the Patriots have gone up against. But Tonga being in there is a big game changer, and I think a big time now revealing secret weapon from this Josh McDaniels offense, where people are going to start saying, how the heck are we going to figure this out? And I guarantee you, I'm making a bold prediction on Tonga right now. He will score a touchdown by the end of this year. They're going to set up an I, and I think they hand it to him, and they're going to just do a fullback dive right in the A-gap, baby, and he's going to score. That's just, mark that right now. Write that down and say, Aaron, what's the date? 11/10/2025 said Tonga's going to score a touchdown. I'm just saying, you put $1 down each. I don't even know if they'd let you bet that on FanDuel or anything like that. But again, he's added value not only defensively, where he's really helped as a rotational piece, but offensively as well. So moving forward, keep your eyes out on Tonga. In anyone who watches football, especially I grew up playing, the offense we played was very much that power I formation football. You love to see it. And when you got someone coming at you who's 6'2", 335, you got to get out of the way. You're going to get wrecked. And we saw that on the toss. So Tonga, what are your thoughts? Comment below. You like the big dog leading the charge when it comes to the run game. Would love to hear from you. I know Westover did have an opportunity out of the backfield the other day to catch a ball. I believe, and I could be wrong when I say this was his first target. But again, when you come into, I don't know, a lot of packages you've heard like diesel, so like your bigger package, I'm sure that's what Tonga is. But I love seeing him in there. Love seeing it. So comment below. That's first and foremost. Plan on seeing more of him. And again, as I said, bold prediction, him getting into the end zone. But an absolute steal for the Patriots, getting him on a just 1-year contract for next to nothing. You love to see it. The Patriots made some awesome moves, and that proves it right there. Next up, we also have to talk about your boy, Kyle Williams. Now, Kyle Williams also had his, I would say, a coming out party where he said, listen, I can play ball. I know a lot of people think that, I'm the next coming of Javon Baker or Jalen Polk or whatever. But he came out, and even though he only had 2 targets, but he had that big time reception on that little crosser route that went right underneath the post route and literally turned on the Jets and took off. And this is something we've said, along with Travion Henderson, both him and Kyle Williams have the potential. They have the speed. They have everything it takes. They just got to get the balls in their hand. Get the ball in their hand. And Josh McDaniels has done so. Both of them proved it this past game against the Bucs, and I think you will only see Kyle Williams more. And think of this, as Kayshon Boutte recovers from that hamstring injury and comes back into this lineup for the Patriots, teams are going to say this is a problem. Again, I will defend my stance on why I didn't think the Patriots needed to go after a wide receiver when it came to the trade deadline. I think Stephon Diggs continues to show he is still elite. Kayshon Boutte continues to show, though injured right now, that he has a lot of potential as a young wide receiver in this league with one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Yes, I said it. As well, Mac Hollins has proven he is worth every penny. Obviously, proved that in the Buccaneer game and other games as well. And then Kyle Williams is showing you glimpses that he has potential. So everyone healthy on this offense, things clicking, is going to be a headache, a absolute headache for other teams. Look at the Detroit Lions. I want to compare Jameson Williams to Kyle Williams. When you have to account for a player like Kayshon Boutte, Stephon Diggs, and then you have someone that has the speed of Kyle Williams, it's a problem. And that's something that is going to be a second thought when you're playing a team that, again, has multiple great wide receivers, and then you have someone who has that breakout speed potential on a vertical route, and he's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still in the heart of football season, and that means a lot of different things. Hanging out with the guys, chilly, screaming, crying, laughing, who the heck knows. But when it comes down to it, we know one thing that makes it fun, improves a point, all those different things, is putting a little money on the game. And so you guys know I have teamed up with DraftKings, and it's a great opportunity. Let me throw this deal at you. DraftKings, new customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Again, bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. All you have to do is sign up with using promo code STP. Again, I'm going to spell it out for you because it's super simple. STP. And if you do that, you win a $5 bet. That $300 is yours worth of bonus bets. So ladies and gentlemen, do not miss out. Gambling problem, look at the description below. Hits the second level, third level, boom. See you later. Peace out. As Mac Hollins said when Travion scored his first touchdown, peace out, baby. So again, you look at Tonga and all that the added value he has to this team, boom. Weapon, love to see it, specifically on the offensive side of the ball as well. Kyle Williams, budding, the potential that he has and that he will continue to show. And I love to, in just adding, we've talked about Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels both boasting about Kyle Williams, saying when he gets his opportunity, we just hope he makes the most of it, which he did against the Bucs. Continue to see him more. Continue to open your eyes to the fact he's going to be a problem. Maybe not a secret, but I would say a hidden weapon that teams they're going to need to start accounting for. So comment below, tell me what you think. And as you look at stats, You see the big time plays he had when he was at Washington State last year, 66 yards. Mateer was his quarterback. He's the guy who transferred to Oklahoma for a while, was a Heisman contender. Now he is not, unfortunately, due to injury and some rough games. But then, so 2 years in a row, he had his two biggest plays were 63, 66 yards. So Kyle Williams, he has it. Playing to see him more. Playing to see him in the end zone more, playing to see some big-time passes to him from Drake May. And this offense is only getting started, baby, especially just wait. Kayshon Boutte, wait till he comes back. Ramondre Stevenson comes back. This offense against a great defense wasn't even at full capacity. Wasn't even at its peak. Wasn't even 100% healthy. And they won. So watch out, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got to say. So what do you think? Kyle Williams, Tonga, would love to hear from you. Next up, the Jets. This is all I got to tell you about the Jets, because we're gonna talk more about the Jets as we move on in this week. And there's a lot of great things to talk about the Jets. But this game, 27-20, let me tell you this. First and foremost, the Browns special teams, not good. Not good. The New York Jets had two returns. They had a 99-yard kick return, and then as well they had a 74-yard punt return. So the Browns could have won this game if their special teams were competent. Let's just say that. The Jets, we know they went on a fire sale. They traded some of their best players, which was wild, in Gardner and Williams. It's just crazy. And I did not expect them to win this game. I don't think many people did. But we look at it, and Justin Fields is still being Justin Fields. 54 yards. He literally went 6 of 11, had a pick as well. On the ground, Breece Hall had an all right game. But besides that, offensively, it is absolutely nothing to write home about. It is nothing to write home about. And so expect to see the Jets have a huge problem moving the ball offensively against a Patriots defense that is, I think a lot of people are talking, a lot of the chatter, and I know a lot of people commented this on my last video, a lot of the chatter is Drake May in this offense. A lot of people forget this defense has kept this team in a lot of these games. Again, Drake May threw a pick in the end zone yesterday when in the red zone driving, thinking, all right, they're gonna pull away, and then the defense had a solid stop right after that. So defensively, the Pats should dominate Thursday night against the Jets in their horrendous offense. And the Jets, I know it kind of blows my mind that they're in a situation that the Patriots were kind of in last year. It's like you're never going to coach to lose a game, but at the same time, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I think the Patriots will roll against the Jets. Will roll against the Jets. So what do you guys think? Comment below. Would love to hear from you, whether that's on Tonga, whether that's on Williams, just weapons that no one. I would say Williams, sure, maybe you saw that coming, but Tonga, you did not. And then what are your thoughts on the Jets this Thursday night? Comment below. You guys rock. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy Monday Night Football. We'll talk later. Peace.